Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's show. I don't know why there's a
I
scene
would like
between
to
you.
introduce. Wiser.
Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the show. It's Friday night, and we're just going to be talking about this guy tonight. I'll repost him throughout the night as we're talking and stuff. We'll also talk about what it took to build this diorama. Be honest with you, it was really, really fun. I feel like the kit came lacking in supply. Like, I feel like I didn't measure the right amount of stuff I needed and didn't purchase enough, or I felt like I thought the kit was going to come with a little more than what it had come with. So that's one of the things. We can also talk about the build itself, the Gundam I built, and all the really cool things about it. Starting with his surfboard shield, which is a really awesome build, right? Uh, so yeah, welcome to the show. Hopefully throughout the show we'll have some people jumping in or swinging by, coming in to say hello. And we will know as they file in. So I invited some people on my server to come in and hang out, filter through if they feel like it. They are more than welcome to come in and hang out. So we're over here just having a fun time, and this is the awesomeness. Anyways, I'm gonna add the chat overlay just so everybody knows. Everybody from all platforms can see all the comments that come through now. It doesn't matter if you're on 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you're out there watching this video, chat, comment, let us know where you're watching from, and ask some questions. I'm gonna start talking about the build here in just a little bit. First things first, I need to go grab a drink. So I'll be right back. All right. So yeah, feel free to leave some comments, and we'll be hanging out here. Um, so this build off. Let's talk about it, right? It was a summertime theme build off. What's more summertime than a beach theme, right? I know it can be cliche. Let's get our guy stood up here. Oh yeah. Alright, here it is. And this is what he looks like when he's not holding his shield in his arm. He can actually hold his shield by his feet. So I can kind of pose him in a way. The next pose I do it'll show that you can kind of pose him in a certain way. Let's loosen my camera boom up here. Awesome screens, right? Falling camera. Make it so it's easy to move. There we go. Change it to this overhead view. About this build. Some more things that we can talk about is the custom work I did. I added quite a few pieces to the feet area of the build, which ended up making the feet look very much so more bulky and gave them a much more uh, forward centric design. Also, widening the foot base gives it a much more stable platform, giving the build a much nicer stance. The flares that I added to the side of the shin guard, or well, what's kind of like the top of the ankle guard and the shin guard, what I added right there, um, it has this like flare piece that's actually functional because it has a 3mm hole in it that you can stick shield attachments or other accessory attachments into. Along with his arms still have the 3mm attachments. Oh, something that's missing right now is I forgot to put this back after he fell. So let's give him back his side skirt. Alright. So I extended his side skirt. That was another job I did. We'll change him around. Yeah. It takes just a second to pose him in his next pose. Leg up. Here's his next pose. Down to here. Alright. So ongoing with the kit and the build himself, one of the things that I want to talk about is like all of his customization, and a big part of that customization is his paint job. His paint job is a full custom paint job. Every piece on this kit has been painted, uh, head to toe, painted. That includes. Well, actually, I should retract that just a little bit. There are polycaps in this kit. Those I don't really count those because those are final assembly pieces. You don't really those don't go through the painting process. I think I could paint polycaps though. I'm gonna try on some polycaps that I don't need in the future, and I'll see if I can paint with those. That'll be something to remind myself. We'll do like a quick little 10-minute video. Can you paint your polycaps with lacquer? And what happens when you do? So we'll see what that looks like and how that goes. Um, Other things that are really nice and noticeable about this kit that I built are the red vents that I put everywhere. Those are to signify the jean jacket, um, along with the brass or the copper look, as those are also to signify the jean jacket feel. Come talk to me, Johnny. Help me out here. The jean jacket feel for the kit build was to make this kit look like it was wearing a jean jacket outfit that's like acid washed from the 1990s. They were really popular back then. Like everybody was wearing them. Didn't matter who you were. You were cool if you had a jean jacket acid wash outfit. That was like one of those things that added points to your level of cool. The other things that added points to your level of cool, you had to have the red and black Nike Pro Wings. So that's kind of what I'm emulating here with this guy. He's wearing these red and black Nikes. And then along with that, if you look at his head, you can see his yellow headphones. My dog's barking at nothing. Don't worry. You better go lay down. Such a jerk. Yes. Now, so yeah, if you look throughout here, the vents. Now I'm saying the vents because I want to be clear about that because when I turn him around to show you the other side of the kit in a little while, you're gonna see that he has brass for some of his thrusters. Those aren't vents; those are thrusters. Okay, so I'm saying all of his vents, all of the have are red. So he has vents down here, vents on the inside. He has vents here. He has vents on his shoulders. They're all red. So now we're gonna go back here and make sure we don't fall over when we show him this side. So here's the back. Getting in too close. Hold up. All right. Now on the back side, so scroll and check. On the back side of this kit, it's pretty much a lot more of the same, right? Red vents and the jean jacket material look goes all the way through. The backpack is custom colored. It's supposed to be like steel, like metal, and then obviously all the attachments are copper. It looks pretty good. I thought it was cool. It looks different than what it normally looks like. Most backpacks for this kit and any counterparts of this generation are usually grayish black. So I went with a metallic silver that has run through the whole body of the kit. So it's the same metal as his elbow joints and his knee joints. You'll see the same silver metal throughout. So that matches to make it, understandably, like that's durable, right? Because if the elbow joints are made of durable metal, so is the backpack. So you want those things to be matching durability wise and stuff, paying attention to those things. You can have brass or copper burners because brass or copper burners can be easily replaced, right? You can and easily shape. You can melt the old one down real quick and shape it into a new one real quick, and then put it right back on. So that's what's really really cool about burner cones. They're easily replaceable. Um, we're at a awesome point of the show, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get in there, and we're gonna talk about this real quick. Whoosh bow. Hey everybody, head on over to ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com and use the discount code WebCOfficial for a discount off of 10% of a purchase of $25 or more. What does that mean? That means, hey man, you spend $350, you get $35 off. That's almost like free shipping plus a sticker or something. So head on over there and check them out at ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. Don't forget to use that code WebCOfficial. That's WebC with a dash between the B and the C like I spell it on the screen. Official for that discount. So head on over there and take advantage of that. All right. And while we are talking about our sponsors, I want to let you guys know this build is actually sponsored powered. The diorama that you see before you on the screen was purchased at Clarksville Hobby Depot, and this was the first time I've ever assembled one. So, hate it, love it, like it, whatever you want to say. This is my first diorama that I've finished. I have learned quite a few things. I've learned some do's and don'ts. One, don't use flimsy cardboard. Two, do do make sure you glue down your desert mat properly. And three, order two of the water kits. Always order two of the water kits. It's dry and it's smooth. It feels nice. It's got the texture where I put the texture. From this angle, you can't see a whole lot of the waves and stuff, which is really cool. But then when you turn it the other way, you can see the waves. Or I can turn this on too, real quick, and let this charge up for a minute, and then you'll start to see it'll start to look like algae bloom in certain areas and stuff. It'll be really cool. So let that happen. And um, this gun is not permanent, but I have it like just sitting here in the bush, hanging out, leaning against the tree. So that's uh that's one of the things of the theme of the scene. And then what's really cool is I did get I did get the camera to where if you came down here, it could look like your camera is sitting off the water and you're looking at the Gundam. So there is some pretty cool stuff about that. So yeah, that's what we got going on. And the build was super fun. I had an amazing time building this kit. There's a lot to it. I really think it's going to be a durable kit, and it's going to hold up pretty well on the master grade shelf. As for the diorama, once the build off, or once I'm done needing the diorama, I can take pictures with it with other kits and stuff, and then I will not destroy it. It will become part of a shelf or something somewhere, and other kits will hang out on it or something. So I can do photo shoots with other kits with this diorama. I'll add to it probably and change up a few things as time goes on. But as for right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks great. The bushes over here were really fun to make. They were really nice. The instructions were really simple. I even played around in the back there. There's some grass that I put on the edges of the rocks outside of the forest, like where like just where there's like enough for the rocks to create a place to grab onto, and just outside of the shade area of the trees to get growth. So it was like, I was also paying attention to that type of stuff. Like, if there's too much bush there, you shouldn't have grass there. So I put the bushes down first and then kind of like put the grass, like sprinkled in the grass to like kind of like let the bush cover with the light would stop the grass from growing. So, because in a shady part of a tree, grass does not grow. At least that's the way it works here in Minnesota. Then we have uh, this mat is pretty cool. I really like this. Then these little stones that came in the kit though, they're really great. They're nice. I left some of them loose so they can be moved around like you can kick rocks, and then some of them I like fastened in place. They're not going nowhere. So, and then also putting the gluing the little grass bits down was pretty fun. The glue that they give you to use is really nice, and it works conceptually. But man, I was warned not to get it on my hands. Oh, I got it on my hands. It was so fun. And now for something a little different. Yeah. So let's get a zoom in, a close up. Let's get a nice close up on just the kit. Let's get rid of the foot ornament that he has. I didn't think this part through. Woo. Let's give a look at him over here by the water. Zoom in real close and check out some stuff. We get another light going. Should we just move the light around? What should we do? I don't know. I do have to hook up a power source real quick. Power is drained. Yeah. All right. There we go. Well, I don't know if this is going to win, but I did enter this build here into a competition, so I'm pretty excited to find out whether or not it wins. And then, for all my friends out there who know me in the build world, I finally did something to show you guys I can do it. I just don't like to. Here is a pre-shaded shield. I pre-shaded some parts for once. I don't like it. I think I did a good job. I just don't like the technique. It feels like skipping a step or something. You know what I mean? I feel like I skipped a step when I didn't go over those corner edges with the color that I wanted it. It just felt so much like I was skipping a step. But I mean, it turned out good. It's the theory and practice, right? You know. So no, I don't like doing pre-shade. However, doing pre-shade is helpful, and you can learn a lot and get a lot of cool effects out of it. So with the red, to get it to match as close to the red here, what I had to do was, because this piece was nice and red already, so I was like, hey, let's get them to match. And so I was like, all right, this piece is a way different color. And I had to do a black, a white, a gray, and then red to get it to fully realize into that. Looks good, right? And then underneath you can see all the work that went into the underside. There's a lot going on here. Woo! No. So, all right, back to the kit. We can do like a close up on that guy, can we? Right? Let's move him over here by the bush so we can get a good look at him. Here is him paint job. You know those shoes? Yeah, I should really set up a second light for this viewing. I had the light out for camera work. Put it away because I hate having this light out. It's a difficult light. Where'd the thing go? I just had it. Where'd that go? Oh, it was a plug. Still plug. I had a plug. It was over here. Now it's gone. I had it. Where did it go? In my brain, I gotta talk to myself. Still with Figure out where it went in just a moment. Hope it's not behind all this stuff. I thought I put it down here when I was cleaning. I just did a bunch of cleaning. So after every project, I found it. After every project, I like to clean up so I don't plugging something in. All right. Yeah, I like to clean up after every project because it keeps your workspace neat and tidy and it keeps you focused. If I move between projects, I'll fully clean and pack up a project nicely so that when I come back to it, I know where all my parts and stuff are and they're all packed in there nicely. All right, we're going to turn on a light and set. Now we can see what's going on, everyone. Woohoo. So there she is in all her glory. Put in some water. Okay. Hanging out, having a good time. This kit took me 3.5 weeks to build. Took me 2 days to do the diorama. It's pretty decent. Um, yeah. So this morning when I woke up, I turned the kit in, and I was pretty happy with it. I was glad we got to turn it in. Something big just went by. Oh. So some of the details on this bad guy here. I mean, really, with the headphones on, he looks kind of like the McDonald's Gundam. 1990s McDonald's Gundam. So some really cool things. Now that there's light shed on the whole thing, is if we turn his vents a little bit and we zoom in on his chest, see through the vent, and you can see that that's painted in detail. There you go. Now it's lit up. See through that vent and see that bad Gundam roar. Is there a better color? Can you get a better light color? Ooh, nope. And then there's this. So, for some reason, this paint job has this really cool effect. I discovered it one night when I was messing around after painting it. This is super cool. I have not built a Gundam that has this kind of effect yet. So, enjoy. Don't forget to ask questions. Come in and hang out. Uh, Yeah, so there's that really cool effect. I really like it. It gives the all the work I did a three-dimensional pull to it, and yeah, I'm just I still think it's one of the coolest builds I've done in a long time. Want to see some of the detail on the inner frame? I'll be more than happy to show you. It's quite a load of detail put into the interframe. So now this is part of the show where I'm gonna pick up the Gundam. We're gonna remove the diorama for a while, and I will just show you guys the Gundam. And you can look at my caption for a second. Bring the diorama back. Alright, a little bit easier to work with this. So this is the Gundam. Some of the customizing I did was inside here. I put some gear mechanism looking stuff. That did not come in this kit, just so you know. I added these plates here. I added this plate here. I added these plates here. This plate here. Then down here, you can see some of the custom work I did on the foot. So this is custom. This is custom. And this piece here is custom. These two pieces here on the guard are custom. This piece right here is custom. And then on the inside, I just put one piece custom right here. So the middle of the foot has a wider balance space. And then both feet have the same. I did the details in silver. Oh, ignore the little cat furs. When you have cats, it's like you can never get rid of the cat fur. Gundam's going to cling any fur to it that it finds. Um, let's see. Show you more of the build. Let's go ahead and it still comes off. Believe it or not, I'm not even going to check. I'm just going to show you. Nothing's scratched. Everything looks fine. Yeah, there's even I added detail to the headphones that weren't there before. Kind of like tried to tape it off and turn it into sections to add to that whole 90s yellow paint theme. Turned out good. And then on the inside of the legs, if you pull these off, you should be able to. Maybe. I don't know. Bunch of detail work. And then this kit is famous for people taking it and making it so it can like pop open and stuff. I was going to do that, but I ran low on time. I had to paint. 'Cause I wanted to paint first, because then I was going to be like, oh, well, I could customize it right away after it's painted and stuff. No, just ran out of time. So there was a customization project that I wanted to get done with this one and couldn't. However, overall, I feel like I got the gist of the project done. I followed through with what I wanted to do on the project, which was I wanted it to look like it was a jean jacket wearing Gundam, and I think I did that. His dance moves, his sweet dance moves from the 90s are as awesome as ever, and I think maybe if I enter him in another competition like this, I will add a few more gizmos or gadgets to him. Right now, all he has is a surfboard and his jet backpack. So, I was thinking about making an option where his jet backpack turns into a paraglider, and so that's going to be one of his next things to get would be a paraglider. So, as for now, though, this that's what he looks like, and all of that fun stuff. The chest opens up really nice. It's a pretty smooth opening. This actually doesn't just pull out, it swoops up too. So there's a swoop up, and it doesn't like to stay too well, as you can see. And I don't know if it's because I haven't pulled it out enough or what the real deal is here, why it doesn't like to stay up. I'm thinking about flipping the piece around. Do you think that would be okay? Do you think it would be angry if I flipped that part around? Let's see if that helps. Maybe it will, because the direction I want it to sit is better. Oh yeah, now it sits. Now it does exactly what I want. So there you have it. That's what he looks like with his chest open. That's what he looks like inside his open chest. You can see where the little dude hangs out. Hold on, let's see if I can get the light there. And I painted the little dude this time around as well, just so you can see. He got painted. Pretty cool, huh? So, that's not bad. It's pretty sweet. Mhm. Other thing I'm really proud of with these master grades, when I get done building them, they can balance on their leg pretty well. A one leg balance, very much so. This is always something that these master grades are amazing at. So if you do get time to build one of these sweet master grades, just remember that balance is a key for these guys. They are super balanced. One leg power, balanced. Did I have any problems with the kit? I have one issue with the kit so far, after it's post build, and that issue is kind of one of those ones where I kind of can't do anything about it at the moment, except for let it wear down a little bit more so I can put some top coat on the pegs, and then when you fasten them together again, maybe it'll hold better. But it's right here on the leg. It just doesn't hold. It's just not holding very well. Hey, Bit, how's it going? Thanks for coming in and chatting. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. I just want you to know, I want you to like and share and subscribe. Thank you, Bit, for coming in. I'm just showing off my kit. Well, it's not really a kit. It's a finished product now, and we're talking about all the cool things I did to it and how I built it. And then I'll bring out my diorama after a little while too. I just had the diorama on for 30 minutes, so now we're just looking at the kit and all of its cool stuff. One of the things I also like is it does have a really nice range of motion. However, the pauldron is not floppy. It is not a floppy crappy on this bad boy. It is locked in place, and if you want the arm to turn, you have to turn that as well. Done unsubbing my YouTube. Don't worry. Um, Here's what everybody always wants to know whenever you paint something like this. Did you do a good job? Do the Verners look nice? I don't know. You tell me. Do these Verners look nice? I think they look nice. I think these are pretty nice Verners. They're a little floppy, but flopsy cropsies. But yeah, I think they look great. I think they turned out just the way they should. Let's get some of that glare off and see if we can get zoomed in on them. Look at that. This paint didn't take away any of that detail. Oh, look, the hoses are still working. I don't get it, but believe it or not, there's no wire in these hoses, and they stay in place and do their job. It's pretty crazy. I think I'm going to reinforce those in the future, though. Something I did stop them from fraying out, though, is I did tap them with the lighter flame real quick, just to stop them from fraying out. The plastic melts and curls up. So that's like a little thing I did, and then there's a little thingy here. You can pull this out, and something's supposed to attach here. And hey man, you keep those dirty comments to yourself. And yeah, so next we'll show off some more of this sweet stuff, right? So this really awesome build right here. Look at that stuff. Also inside, see all that wonderful detail work? This detail work was really challenging and tough to get done. Painting this piece white was really hard. It almost didn't take. So I ended up painting it gray over the 2 layers of white I put on it. And luckily, it's not yellow anymore, but the yellow reflects off of the headphones now and turns everything like a little tint of yellow around them. It's kind of funny. Like I put all that work into getting rid of the yellow, and here are the headphones screwing me over. But yeah, 1990s called and they said they want their headphones back. Either way, do I need to help you find something? Headphone? Nope. Are you talking about like these headphones? The ones in the case are over there on the dash. The All right, I helped. Yay! I know, right? Should have premiered it. All right. Some of the other fun things I'll show you that are fully working. This is working. Um, the modification does not affect the bend in the foot. The foot still does its appropriate bend. That's something everybody always wonders, like, hey, when you mod something, do you pay attention to that stuff before you build it? Nope. I just hoped and prayed that that wouldn't be affected when I decided to put it together. I promise you I hoped and prayed. Another thing that's funny is, no, I did not know this piece went here, but it still got painted like jean material because the jeans go over the shoes. The shoes don't go over the jeans, so that makes sense in the back. Ha ha ha. I'm not dragging on the floor. Oh no, a piece popped out. Oh wait, I'm being silly. Let's fix him. There, now he's back together the way he should be. He's pretty sweet build. Um, he has a great range of motion. The only thing that gets in his way is his side skirt, but other than that, his leg can bend at almost a like 100, 200-degree angle or something like that. The kneecap, the separation, when it separates, it looks really cool because you can see like the innards and stuff, all the cool parts I painted on the inside in there and stuff. Stuff you don't normally think about, but I mean, when you can see the painted products, they look really cool. Here, we'll just take the leg apart so we can keep talking about it. So there goes some more detail, and then we'll straighten up the leg. And I always like to peel this piece off because this piece is supposed to easily pop off, and then we can show you some more of the details. So there you go. There's some of that sexy in a frame details. It's not a strip show. Putting it back on now. Jeez. Same on the RG. Yeah, I know. I have the RG as well. And so yeah. It it's just really nice. I really like these two. like that stuff, that three-dimensionalized foot parts and gripper pads and stuff. So these are recessed. The black is actually what grips. These are like stabilizers that like push down and they're metal. And then the black part's supposed to be where the soft stuff is. Make sense? Inner, outer, under, over. Yeah, I have an RG as well. Here, let me pull him out. I don't know if the RG moves exactly the same. Let's see. So here's my RG. He's always ready to box. So no, my RG bend's different. Okay, I'll show you. Do you see how it still comes up, right? But right here, it's different. The mechanism's different right in here. Because on this one, it's not separate. This bigger one, it's separate. See that? See how that's different. So that's all I wanted to be like, oh, the RG is similar though. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's similar. Oh, look, I also got the wonderful tubes around this as well. Um, oh, this was fully connected, so that's a little different too. These two pistons on the master grade, these two pistons are individual, so they have more of a realistic bend to them and stuff when you do a pose with them. And if you make it so you can see the piston in the pose, it gives it like a more three-dimensional feel. It's kind of cool. So those are some of the differences from the master grade and the RG of this version of a Gundam, which, in my opinion, makes it a good reason to buy both. Don't get one, get both. I am a fan of the RG. I'm so much a fan of this RG kit that's not a paint job. That is a buff and polish. I polished every piece of armor that went onto this kit. Woohoo! One of the parts about polishing it is it doesn't collect as much dust, so that's always nice. Right, back to this competition build. Uh-oh. Before we go to the competition build, I want to talk to you guys about one other thing. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing it, but anyways. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. The bill that fills. Head on over to Clarksville Hobby Depot and use that code WebCOfficial for a discount of 10% off a purchase of $25 or more. Hey, Clarksville Hobby Depot, you can get cool things like Woodland Scenics, diorama supplies. When you order from Clarksville Hobby Depot, you get your package sent to you with care. Here is a finalized product of what you can get at Clarksville Hobby Depot, minus that accessory. You get some trees, you get a sand mat, you get some grass, some rocks, and you get some water. Hey, these are two different kits. This is the Oasis and the Roaring Waters Woodland Scenic Kits. So if you head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot, throw these in your basket, you'll have a great diorama to work on. Use my code WebCOfficial to get 10% off that purchase of $25 or more, and it's worth your deal. So head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot. Thank you so much, and we'll see you. We'll see you at the next post commercial. I don't know. I'm not done yet. I got some more time on the clock. We're gonna keep on going. So just so you know, this build is powered by Clarksville Hobby Depot. Just so everybody's understanding. And look at that nice holiday paint hanging out in the water like a little buoy. I like that. We got our friend. We're going to put his shield back on him because his shield is super awesome. Yep. So, here we go. This is what he looks like in the kit, or when he's hanging out. on the beach at Clarksville Hobby Depot. Oh yeah. So this guy's pretty awesome. I actually might be sending this one off to Clarksville Hobby Depot for them to be putting on display. Um, that actually sounds like a really good plan. I'll have to figure out how to get him set up and ready to go. But yeah, that'll probably be it. And I'll tell Scott go ahead and play around with the poses and stuff and figure out what pose he likes best and everything. I'll send him a couple pictures to tell him, hey, you can do this or that. But yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll be sending this one out to our sponsor probably. He'll probably love it. He'll think it's awesome. So, oh yeah. I don't know about the diorama though. I was hoping to keep it for a little while. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. And other than that though, the lace project went really great. The lace work, it's really awesome. And what I'm talking about, let's get a good close up here. Ooh, don't bump that. Alright. Right there, do you see the dots and all that stuff that makes it look like from far away it looks like blotched fabric? Up close, it just looks like a bunch of dots. So what I did was I took a fabric, what would you call it? Like a ribbon, a special type of fabric ribbon. I can show it to you. And this fabric ribbon, um, I used it to blow because if you put it up to the camera, you can see through it. I used it to blow paint through, and the paint creates a cool effect. But you got to learn how to like hold the fabric in place and stuff to make it look like it's the right fabric on the right spot and the right part. Because if you don't, and you don't spray in the right spots on the right parts and stuff like that while it's held in the right spot, it'll look bad. It won't necessarily look good. I have a few spots on here where that happened. Um, I'll show you too. I'm not afraid to show you. Over here, right here, it just did not take very well. So it's kind of light. So you gotta, you know, as to where on this side, I got the bends and everything right where I wanted it, so that when the Gundam bends its leg, it kind of looks like it's got the bent leg thing, especially when the kneecap gets bent and you look at the kneecaps stuff. So that's all there. That's what that's all about, guys. And remember to push your legs in. Those poor legs. um, Behind every good vent is a good Gundam. Once again, here's the inside of the kit. And if I pass a light, you guys can see through the camera. Oh, let's get rid of that shield real quick, huh? Put his arm down, get rid of the shield. Yeah. So that is the amazing detail that I put into that. I'm really happy with that part. And then the other part I'm really happy with is the shoes, you guys. Like the shoes or the feet of this robot. They look so cool. They were really, the, the best part about the build. Really liked it. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Yeah, I did invite a whole bunch of people to come hang out tonight, but it looks like everybody was, I say, busy. Did you try and pop in, Bit, or are you working tonight? Just watching us in the background, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, did you? I just might not been paying attention. Dumb, dummy me. Ah, when I wasn't paying attention, probably. Oh, so, oh, okay. No, I get that. Oh, I gotta sit back for a second. Oh. The diorama took 2 days to build. It the water stuff was probably the hardest part about the build of the diorama. Figuring that out, what I wanted to do for that and everything. Let's see if I can get that. Let's turn that around. Look at it from the angle I like looking at it from. Let's set him right here. That's sticking out the water like a buoy. There we go. So yeah, this way kind of gives you a little bit different of a perspective of it. Cool. What are you guys going to talk about? Is it going to be like a Gundam video? Is it going to be about animation? What's it going to be about? So there's only 3 hours left for the entry for the build off that I've entered into. So it'll be pretty interesting to see uh, the other builds as they come in the next 3 hours. I'm pretty sure that that's how slow it'll take for them to trickle in or whatever. Which is okay. I'm not complaining. All right, everybody. I've been here for an hour. I'm gonna go hang out on TikTok for an hour, and then I'm gonna be done with live. So thank you everybody for coming and hanging out on the podcast. Tonight's podcast was just shouting out the sponsor and me showcasing this competition being finished. For me, anyways. Now it's time to move on to the next one. Find another competition to enter. One that's within the wheelhouse of my backlog. So we'll see. All right. You guys have a great night and a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. This has been a Web C Builds Live.